Have you ever noticed how easy it is to dream, but how difficult it is to act? You imagine a better life. You picture success so clearly it feels real, but when the moment comes to take a step, you delay. You say, "I'll start tomorrow." If you have ever felt stuck between big dreams and small actions, then this story is for you. In a quiet forest at the edge of a wide river, there lived a young squirrel named Kiro. Kiro was known by everyone in the forest, not for his achievements, but for his dreams. He would sit on the tallest branch of an old oak tree and talk for hours. One day, Kiro would say, "I will build the biggest food storage in the forest. While others struggle in winter, I will have more than enough. I will be prepared. I will be respected." The birds listened. The rabbits nodded. Even the wise old tortoise, Boro, would pause and watch him. Kiro's dreams were beautiful, but there was one problem. Kiro never acted. When the sun rose and the other squirrels rushed to gather nuts, Kiro stretched and yawned. "I'll start later," he would say. When the ants worked together, carrying food piece by piece, Kiro laughed. "They work too hard," he said. "I'll do it smarter, not harder." When the wind blew gently and leaves fell, making it easy to collect food, Kiro lay on his back, watching the clouds. "I still have time," he whispered. Days passed, then weeks. Summer slowly began to fade. One afternoon, as Kiro rested lazily on his branch, Boro the tortoise climbed slowly up the hill beneath the tree. Boro was old, quiet, and never spoke without reason. "Kiro," Boro called in his slow, steady voice. "Winter is coming." Kiro smiled confidently. "I know, Boro, but don't worry. I have a plan." Boro looked around. The other squirrels had already begun storing food. Small piles were growing into large reserves. The forest floor was full of movement and purpose. Then Boro looked at Kiro's tree. There was nothing. No storage, no preparation, only empty branches. "What is your plan?" Boro asked gently. Kiro sat up proudly. "I will gather everything quickly before winter. I work best under pressure." Boro did not argue. Instead, he said, "Come with me tomorrow morning. I want to show you something." Kiro shrugged. "Maybe," he replied. The next morning, Kiro woke up late as usual, but something inside him felt curious. Reluctantly, he climbed down and followed Boro. They walked slowly through the forest until they reached the riverbank. There, Kiro saw something surprising. A group of tiny ants were working together, carrying small grains of food across a narrow log. Back and forth they moved, again and again, without stopping. Kiro laughed. "They are so small. What difference can that make?" Boro said nothing. Instead, he pointed to a mound nearby. Kiro looked closer. It was huge. The ants had built an entire storage hill, filled with food grain by grain. Kiro's smile faded slightly, and then Boro led him further. They reached a beaver near the river, building a dam. The beaver placed one stick at a time. Each movement seemed small, but together they had created a strong structure that controlled the flow of water. "Why do they work so much?" Kiro asked. "To survive," Boro replied, and finally, they stopped near a tall pine tree. At the base, an older squirrel was carefully organizing a large collection of nuts. Every piece had a place. Every movement had intention. Kiro recognized him. It was Raku, once known as the weakest squirrel in the forest. Now, he looked strong, calm, and prepared. Kiro felt something shift inside him. And on the way back, Kiro could not stay quiet. "They are not special," he said. "They are just working every day." Boro nodded. "Yes," he said. "That is exactly why they succeed." Kiro frowned. "But I have bigger dreams than them." Boro stopped walking. He turned slowly and looked directly at Kiro. "And what have your dreams built?" he asked. The question hit harder than Kiro expected. For the first time, he had no answer. And that evening, Kiro climbed back to his branch. The forest looked different now. He noticed the movement, the effort, the discipline. He looked at his empty space again. No food, no progress, no proof of all his dreams, just words. For the first time in his life, Kiro felt uncomfortable with his own thoughts. He whispered to himself, "What if my dreams are not enough?" That night, he could not sleep. His mind replayed everything Boro had shown him. The ants, the beaver, Raku. None of them had big speeches. None of them waited for the perfect moment. They just acted. Every day is Resser. Before sunrise, something unusual happened. Kiro woke up early. The forest was quiet. The air was cool. For a moment, he almost rolled back to sleep. Just one more day, a voice in his head said. But then, he remembered Boro's question. What have your dreams built? Kiro stood up, slowly, reluctantly, but he moved. Is Resser. He climbed down the tree and picked up his first nut. It felt small, almost meaningless. This won't change anything, the voice said. But Kiro ignored it. He picked another, then another. His body felt tired. His mind resisted. Every step felt harder than dreaming, but he kept going. That day, he collected only a small pile. Nothing impressive. No one noticed, but something inside him had changed. The next day, he did it again and again. Some days he felt motivated. Most days, he didn't. But he showed up anyway. That was new. That was different. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into a routine. Slowly, his small pile began to grow. Other squirrels started to notice. Is that Kiro? They whispered. The one who only talks? But Kiro no longer cared about what they said. He was too busy working. One afternoon, Boro returned. He looked at Kiro's growing storage and nodded quietly. You have started, Boro said. Kiro smiled. Yes, but it's harder than I thought. Boro chuckled softly. Of course it is. Discipline always is. As autumn faded and winter approached, the forest changed. The air became colder. Food became harder to find. Many animals who had delayed began to panic. They rushed, stressed, trying to catch up. Kiro watched them. He remembered how he used to think, I still have time. Now he understood the truth. Time does not wait for action. Action must happen within time. One evening, as the snow fell gently outside, Kiro whispered to himself, My dreams did not save me. My actions did. Dear listener, Kiro's story is not just about a squirrel in a forest. It is about you. Every day, you have dreams. You imagine success. You picture a better future. But dreams alone change nothing. It is your daily actions, especially on the days you don't feel like it, that shape your life. Procrastination will always whisper, tomorrow is better, but tomorrow is a trap because it never arrives. There is only today. There is only now. So, if you are waiting for motivation, stop. Start small. Start tired. Start imperfect. But start, because discipline is not about feeling ready. It is about acting anyway. And the moment you choose action over delay, that is the moment your dreams begin to become real.